What's up guys, just finished week 46 of the trading challenge, trading from $100 to $1,000,000. We're currently at 224,000, which is a $28,000 increase from last week. I took a load of trades this week, maybe like 18. None of them are even that good, right? So I haven't made the best trades, but they've all been pretty they've all been profitable, just nothing crazy. Overall, probably like maybe $4,000 of like gains on actual trades. The rest is just the portfolio going up. So I'll go through the portfolio and then I'll go through the trades. So the first thing is MOG still, right? And this is MOG here against Ethereum. It's bottomed out against ETH right here. I think we said last week about this level, and it's coming right down to it. It looks like it's going to bounce off this now. And yeah, I think this is probably the bottom for MOG against Ethereum. On the dollar chart, let's have a look at that. Yeah, we came down to that trend line and we legit bounced straight off it. So yeah, MOG's looking really good here. It's at 550 mil and we've got 160 grand in it. Then the next one's Joe, and we sold some of our MOG into Joe a few weeks ago, I think. Maybe a week and a half ago, down on this dip, right legit in the bottom, like 29 mil or something. And Joe's up pretty good from that, right? So we put like 30 grand into that, and it's now worth 48 grand. So we're up good on Joe. Looks to me like it's about to send, it's like a falling wedge kind of thing, and it's probably better to go back to all-time highs. And then the next one's basis for everyone. This one's still being pretty shit, but it looks, it's still on just that accumulation sideways. And then base is also doing that like where they list all the DEX coins on Coinbase app pretty soon. So maybe, I think they've done it yesterday actually. So maybe like, I don't know, it could start something on base and this could take off. But whatever, as long as it holds value, I'm pretty happy to just hold it. I don't really care. I just don't want it to go down. So yeah, that's pretty much all of the holdings. And then we just have Pulse Chain, which is what we traded up last week, which is I have 4 grand on Pulse. And then the chain of Pulse Chain itself is actually up pretty good. It's up 15 or 13% this week, almost at the trend line. So if we can break this trend line, Pulse Chain will be going pretty crazy probably. But yeah, we'll see. Obviously Ethereum is sending right now, so it is likely that it's going to go up. But yeah, let's go through a few trades. There wasn't anything too crazy, so I don't know if I'll even show many. But yeah, like $100 here, $600 on Twerk coin. It won't even show up because it's probably dead already. 100, lost like $100 on Intune, but I made like, where's the other Intune? Up here. So like last week I made $1 grand on it, and then I lost 100, so I didn't really lose any money on it. There's really nothing to even show, to be honest. They're all legit bottom of the barrel shit coins, and they're all probably dead and don't even show up on Data Screener. Gains, I guess I could show gains. That one's alive, I think. Not really. Yeah, I mean, I legit just bought on pump tires and sold it. There's really nothing to show because they're all such small trades. But you can see roughly where I've made money in and out on these trades, and just a couple $100 here and there. Overall making about 3 grand. But yeah, that's legit all it is for the portfolio and the trades. The only other thing is to look at is ETH, right, which we finally broke through like this whole resistance area, and it's legit higher than the whole thing, right? This has been the main level of the whole cycle at like 3,900, and we're now at 4,200 almost. So yeah, I mean, that's, to me, that legit says like bull run, right? You're about to break up, it's about to go parabolic, and it's going to be like this last bit here, right? So once you break the all-time high, you have that final, like, well, not final, but that big leg up, and that's where like your euphoria comes, right? But this isn't alt season, right? Not yet, at least. Everyone's saying altcoin season. It is next, but right now it's ETH, right? So your alts aren't moving really, not many. Like 10% or whatever on them is nothing crazy. That's not an altcoin season, right? ETH is up like on a 24-hour like 6-7%. And your other coins are up like 10%. That's not an altcoin season. Most of your alts are still at their lows against Ethereum, like we saw on Morg. Here, look, it's barely doing anything against Ethereum. It's just ETH dragging it up, which is how it goes. And then once it's up a bit, people will buy your memes and your altcoins, like your layer ones, all that shit. But yeah, that's pretty much Ethereum. And then Bitcoin itself is doing absolutely nothing, right? So dominance is obviously dropping, and yeah, it's going right the fuck down. So you can see, yeah, last week, we were kind of bouncing back up, and then I think I said I want it to be like a retest somewhere up here, and then we just come back down. And that's near enough what happened. We didn't go as high as I thought, but it doesn't even matter. You can't even trade this chart. But yeah, we're legit ripping lows. That's like 100% the top, in my opinion, but never say 100% in crypto. And yeah, obviously you can see my lines. I'm expecting us to come down to these areas just like last time. Crash down, mess around, go a bit lower, and then that's that. And that'll be this. And yeah, that's pretty much what I'm expecting from those. What's Total 3 doing? I haven't looked at this. Yeah, I mean, it hasn't broke out yet. Like I said, it's ETH season. But that is a huge cup and handle, and it's going to break out in the next month probably. And when that does again, you're going to have your bull run, and that's where your altcoins like Pulse Chain and Morg and all your memes are going to send. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all there is to talk about. 224 grand. We're like little over a 4x away from $1 million. It's going to be pretty very doable, since Morg only has to go to like $2 billion or something, and then a few other trades or whatever. It's very doable. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is to talk about. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next week. Make sure you follow, like, subscribe, all that stuff. Ta-ra.